My grandfather came in 1900 and ranched about 5 miles north of here, and in 1919 he bought a good part of what's known as the Bar S today. Technically it's on the north end of the Porcupine Hills, but more specifically it's at the headwaters of Mosquito Creek. We're a cow-calf yearling operation. We try to do it with as little iron as possible. Best part about ranching is the family aspect, and watching subsequent generations come in and take over and carry on doing where all your blood, sweat, and tears are implanted in the hills. The whole family's part of the management team and the labor force.
My role with the ranch would be basically one of 3 managers. My dad and my brother Scott and myself all operate together. I'm in charge of kind of organizing what we might do for the week, a lot of the cattle moves. Stewardship goals of the ranch would be just managing the grass in a way that our cattle improve, in a way that the grass improves, manage it in a way that our streams stay healthy. And it's really not new things, it's things that my dad and my grandpa have been doing for generations. We try to make it so we don't do a lot of continuous grazing. A lot of the places where our cattle are, they might only be for 3-4 days. So that gives that field 60 to 80 days rest, depending on when the cows come back through. If the weather permits, we can graze all year round, or if the weather doesn't, then we got to feed. But we try to manage it in a way so that try to get the cattle to do the work. We've done Environmental Farm Plan, we've done the Verified Beef Program. We've been with that one since it started. It helps set guidelines that a ranch or an organization should follow. Same with Environmental Farm Plan. Someone who isn't in the industry can see those guidelines online, so they know that you're being environmentally safe. You're treating your cattle in a certain way.
We never have been a highly mechanized operation, and we've found that any time you can do without some kind of machinery, you're probably better off. So we try to do without.
Preferably when we move cows, it's with a horse. It's quieter, and in the end, always easier. When you move the cattle with a horse, they're relaxed, you're relaxed, and a more relaxed animal makes everybody more money. We slowly changed our calving from March to May. One reason was late snowstorms. We were getting caught in some bad weather, and that was hurting on some of our death rate on our newborn calves. Another reason was the later we calved, the better the grass was that the cows came onto, so that decreased the amount of hay that we were having to feed during calving time. We've reused some of our materials on the ranch. If they still have some value, why get rid of it? Where we're standing now used to be an 80-foot, 100-year-old barn. We did tear it down, but then we saved a lot of the wood and we reused it for the interior of our new barn. And then the exterior of this barn is actually built out of old power poles. The water troughs are all old mining truck tires off the big dump trucks.
The natural spring starts up there just below the poplar trees and runs down this draw here. There's lots of water, but not really good access for cattle, so we do the off-stream water trough. They get good access, and the water's not gone from the system long before it's back in the channel.
No need for electricity, and because the water's consistently running, it will stay open all winter long. I would say it's the best drinking water you could ever find.
We have quite an extreme variation in altitude on the ranch. A couple of miles to the south here, we've got a point that's over 5,200 feet, and the buildings where we were a bit ago is 4,200 feet, so there's over 1,000-foot variation in elevation. We kind of work with that, utilizing the higher ground through the better months and the lower ground through the wintertime. Our ecosystem is foothills fescue. Just standing here on this knoll looking around, what you see is a mixed grass situation where we've got a lot of invader species that compete with the fescue, timothy and brome grasses. are much more luxurious summer grasses, and we try to get the use from those plants during the summer, and then the fescue is the primary winter grass. Our stewardship goals would be to leave the land in better shape than we received it. We received it in pretty damn good shape, so to make it much better is going to be really tricky.
We're pretty humble. Winning the Stewardship Award, it feels good. It's nice to be recognized by your peers. Sustainability to us is being able to carry on what we've always done and to add to it. Best part about living here and working here is you get to spend time with your family, get to be outdoors, get to work with cattle and wildlife.